Talk 1070 KHMO. We are 12 minutes past 8 o'clock on a Thursday morning, and we are going to talk about National Tom Sawyer Days, which is going to be here. We're going to turn around about twice, and it's going to be upon us. And we welcome in studio from the Hannibal Jaycees, Chris Harsel is the chairman for National Tom Sawyer Days. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
And in charge of the entertainment and the carnival is Chris Powell. Chris, good morning to you.
Morning.
So we got Chris and Chris in studio this morning. So we'll start with we'll go by way of rank here. We'll start with Chris Harsel, the chairman for 2014. I mean, you talk about happenings in Hannibal during the course of the year. It doesn't get much more traditional than National Tom Sawyer Days.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. How many does this make? Do you know offhand?
59.
59 years
59
for National.
years, yes, sir.
Now, how long has the JCs been involved in and been heading it up? Do you know that?
From the get-go.
From the get-go.
It started in 56 with kind of a joint collaboration with the Chamber of Commerce and the JCs, and there was a group of kids came up from St. Louis, and they were looking for something for these kids to do, so that's when the Tom and Becky contest got started. The JCs took on the fence painting contest, and it kind of just grew from there. It got moved to the 4th of July weekend, and here we are 59 years later.
Sure. So what are the dates for National Tom Sawyer Days for 2014?
Pretty much everything will kick off Thursday, July 3rd, run through Saturday. There'll be a few things finishing up Sunday, July 6th. But
So basically Friday through Sunday.
yes, sir.
That's what we're talking about. So what?
Thursday.
Thursday through Saturdays. Yeah, that's right. The 4th is on Friday this year. That's correct. Yeah. So yeah, Thursday through through Sunday, as far as that goes. All right. So so is there anything that's going to be new and exciting as far as? I mean, we'll get with Chris Powell here in a moment because I know there's some big things going on entertainment wise. But as far as is there anything going to be particularly new and exciting as far as generally for Tom Sawyer Days?
It's kind of the same. I don't want to say the same old, but
Oh, no.
it's the core events, not just the JCs, but the stuff the Kiwanis do, the stuff the Y-men do, mud volleyball. So it's the event everybody's familiar with, but we've got some big stuff coming up. We are bringing in a brand new carnival. So it's not just the kiddie carnival it's been for the last 20 years. We've got Miller Spectacular shows coming in. It's going to be a huge carnival. If the river stays down, the city has given us all of South Main Street. So potentially we could have a lot of rides in town for that. So we're pretty excited about that.
Well, since and of course, understanding you've already stolen about half of Chris Powell's thunder over here, because
That's fine.
But go ahead and talk about that, Chris Powell.
We're really excited about the new carnival coming in. The Miller Spectacular shows, they are a carnival that normally does like the DuQuoin State Fair. They do the KC Barbecue up in Quincy every year. They do the Pike County Fair over in Griggsville, Illinois. I'm not sure what the right fair name is for it, but it's a big carnival. These are great guys. They've got newer rides. They got much bigger rides. So it's going to be a much better draw than the Kiddie Lane Carnival. You know, the Jones and Company served us really well for many years. So they were a great group of people. But now it's time to bring something better in, something new in. The community spoke, and we heard them, and so there we go.
So in the past, the carnival has basically been up Broadway from Maine going on toward the
Depending
wedge.
on where we were at.
Yeah, but at least in the past few years. So I get the idea that that's going to be expanded this year.
Yeah, it's going to go like Chris said. If the river's down,
Yes.
we're going to go down through Main Street, through the gates, basically. But if the river's up, then we're gonna have to change plans, and hopefully the river stays down.
Yeah, but we have property we bought. We actually have a permanent home now, and it's
Yes.
something that with the JCs, we're kind of like the traveling gypsies of Tom Sawyer Days. It's our event. We never had any place to go, but last couple of years we've brought property downtown, and so we've got the carnival there. We've got Tanier Gardens on our own lot, and so the carnival be on one of our lots, work its way down Lion Street to Main, and hopefully all the way to Lover's Leap. But
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, you're right. That's been because always, you talk about keeping an eye on the river for the carnival.
Right.
I mean, there have been years when you had to look to the river for everything.
Exactly.
I mean, you had to move everything around if the river was up. But as you say, you have a home now, and so you can basically everything revolves around the Jaycees property there near the viaduct, and everything else. Everything is pretty well settled in right in that general area.
Right.
yeah, most everything will be happening in that general area. There's a lot of other events. We provide space for like the Kiwanis Trike Race on Saturday. We run some other smaller contests, kind of family stuff, that'll be happening Saturday afternoon.
Let's go ahead and talk about Tanyard Gardens. I mean, it's always a good time at Tanyard Gardens, but you got some big stuff coming up this year.
We do. We have a lot of big stuff coming up. Of course, our opening, we're kind of opening with a bang this year on Thursday, July 3rd. We're having Mad Hoss Jackson come in. They are going to take the stage about 7:30. These guys are a local band, but a local band that's growing massively. They have huge fan base. These are awesome guys. They just made the announcement yesterday that June 3rd they're going to be down in Nashville, and playing in front of 20 record producers at Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville down in Nashville. I don't know where it's at, but Margaritaville, it's got a big name. If they're playing there, they're going places. These guys are a great group of guys. They got great sound. They're going to be big, and they always have done great for Tanyard Gardens. They always bring in good numbers. But not only that, but they're going to be the opener for Josh Thompson.
Yes.
We're going to bring in Josh Thompson, who is a national recording artist. He's had 7 top 10 hits. He's kind of doing a reboot now on his label, so he's getting a new label. So he just released an album, I believe, first part of April, released a new album. So we're really excited about bringing him in. And if everything goes good, we're trying something out. We're kind of going out on a limb, bringing in a big artist. If this all goes good, maybe we'll see what we can do for next year about bringing in 1 or 2. Who knows?
Sure. So that'll be on Thursday.
Thursday, July 3rd. Tickets are online now at HannibalJaycees.org. General admission tickets are $15. That's in advance, $20 at the gate. VIP tickets, there is a limited number of VIP tickets. VIP tickets get you VIP parking right next to the Tanyard Gardens. The swap shop has graciously allowed us to have half their lot. So they're going to allow us to park the VIP parking in there. VIP also gets seating inside of Tanyard, which is front stage center. So they get the best seats in the house. Like I said, there is a limited number of them. We're only limited to about 100 of them. And so far there's, as of this morning, there's 48 of them sold. So, so they're going quickly. Then, of course, we're also having VIP bartenders. So there will be girls that will be waiting on the VIP area only. So that way those people don't even have to get up to get their own drinks. And it's not just the beer, because this is open to all ages. So if they want soda, if they want water, whatever, the girls will get it for them. And again, that's the only seating allowed too. Because at the general admission, there's no seating. We have picnic tables, we have bleachers that'll be in the back. But, other than that, it's standing room only.
Sure. So that's on Thursday. Now, what about the rest of National Tom Sawyer Days at Tanyard Gardens?
Friday, July 4th, All's Forgotten is playing. These guys are another local band, good band. They're kind of a rock and roll band. So we got country on the Thursday, we got rock and roll on Friday, and then Saturday we have DJ Uptown. He is a St. Louis DJ. He's a club DJ. He's actually won the Red Bull DJ Award 2 years in a row. So apparently he's pretty good. It's a big contest that they put on every year out in Vegas, and he actually has won twice. So we're going to be bringing him in. It's called Club Tanyard on Saturday night. It's kind of the hip-hop top 40. So we're going to hit all genres this year. And
Chris Harsel, of course, you alluded to this earlier, and our time's starting to get away from us. The community organizations, they are a big part of National Tom Sawyer Days.
It's really a whole town effort. It's not. I mean, the Hannibal Jaycees might get a lot of credit, but Kiwanis, the Y Men's, Pops Club, everybody's playing a part to bring the event to everybody.
Yeah, and I'm thinking particularly of Central Park, of all that's going to be going on there.
Yeah, Kiwanis runs Central Park with the arts and crafts. And that's a huge thing. That place is packed,
Yeah.
and the other stuff happens at Central Park. They run the Tom and Becky. The chamber announces their stuff up there, and so there's something going on in every corner downtown. So.
If the folks want to know more about National Tom Sawyer Days, about all of the goings on at Tanya Gardens, all of the rest, what's the best way to find out what's going on?
Follow us on Facebook. We've got there's a Hannibal Jaycees Facebook page. There's also our website, hannibaljaycees.org. And the schedules are there, registration forms are there. So,
and Chris, you were talking before we started. There's a possibility of some other social media stuff between now and then.
Yes, we also have, of course, the National Tom Sawyer Days. Tanya Gardens also has a page. That page is dedicated to everything that goes on inside of Tanyard. Okay. So the Hannibal Jaycees page deals with everything that we do. You know, the wing, ding, chili cook-off, everything. The National Tom Sawyer Days Tanyard Gardens page only deals with Tanyard. So anything that goes on in Tanyard Gardens, that's where it's at. You know, we do have a washers tournament that's new this year, or did it last year, but not as big. This year, the washers tournament is going to have a $1,000 first prize. It's going to have a $500 second prize and a $250 third prize. $40 per team to register. They can visit us on HannibalJaycees.org in order to register for it. It's going to be a big tournament. We need at least 40 teams to make this happen. So we got to have a minimum 40 teams, but once we hit that, $1,000 first prize.
A lot of ways to find out what's going on with National Tom Sawyer Days coming up the Thursday through Sunday of 4th of July weekend all over downtown Hannibal. And, of course, you'll hear much more on this program as we work our way toward that 4th of July weekend. In the meantime, Chris Harsel, Chris Powell, we appreciate the visit.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Chris Powell, Chris Harsel with the Hannibal Jaycees talking about National Tom Sawyer Days coming up beginning on July 3rd through the 6th. And we are at 824 from KHMO. Good morning.